All right, you guys, so in this video, I'm gonna be going through what we actually do, why we do it, how we do it, and does it actually work. So I got one of our agents and also my cousin who just bought
Audi RS7, man. Dream car.
And come on.
21 years old, dude. I can't believe it.
Just a couple questions for you, Jack. How long have you been with us?
I've been with you guys for about 3 years.
3 years. And how much have you consistently been netting in income?
Netting in income, it's been over 20 grand a month.
So $20,000 a month, obviously been able to take care of his life, be able to buy his dream car. And so guys, that is our first testimonial of the day. We're gonna go up to the office to break down what we do, why we do, how we do it. So stay tuned and please watch this full video so you understand the entire breakdown. So let's go up to the office. All right, so we obviously have Jack who is balling out, but we also have over 500 people that are all making a successful amount of money. Our average agent is doing $15,480 a month. $15,480. It's over $180,000 a year. Our top reps are doing anywhere from 25K to 50K. Our most elite reps are way above that $50,000 mark. We got a handful of people hitting six figures, but if you're like me when I first joined, I was 20 years old, I was a broke college student, I didn't know anything about sales, and all I was looking to do was make like 6 to 8K just so I could have a little extra money just to survive. But I shortly realized my first month I made 8,000, my second month I deposited over 30K, and I was working 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, in order to get that result, in order to hit that 30K. So I realized really early on that the sky was the limit. There was no ceilings. I could push my hands as far left and right and up and down as I wanted to. It really was just how hard I wanted to push. So we're about to head into the office, meet some of the guys, so follow along. All right, guys, so we're gonna ask one of our agents, Kayla, what's up, baby?
What's up, bro?
Talk to the people. What do we do?
We kind of got the best job in the world. We're on a lead-based system. People send in leads to us. Our only job is to call them and get them exactly what they need. We sell life insurance.
We're order takers.
That's it.
Order takers. And so how long have you been here?
Like 2 years.
2 years. And what is the biggest month you've seen in income?
Dude, in May I deposited $103,000.
103,000. Even the videographer is like, what the heck?
Dude, crazy, bro. And I used to work construction.
All right, now talk about these guys. Like, how long has Luke been here? Luke's been here 3 months.
Well, dude, on Monday he had 3 deals, sold 2,800. On Tuesday, he put up some numbers. We're just starting out on Wednesday. His brother right here, they came in at the same time, yeah?
Yep.
Jackson has been putting up numbers too. He had a crazy day yesterday. You know, still more to come today. I'm down here. I got to up my game, dude. But, dude, it's not just us making money. It's literally everybody.
Everybody.
Like, everybody's slinging.
And I love that. And the one thing I do want to touch on really quick is look at every single person's goal. 11,000 for the week, 20,000, 12, 10, 20, 10, 15, 12, right? 6,000, 10. If you're not in an environment where people's goals for their week is this big, you're in the wrong environment. But also we're setting goals that all these people are going to achieve. And then what we're going to do is take them out voting on Friday. So that's a little bit about our culture. But yeah, let's move on to the next. I wanted to ask you though, why life insurance as an industry?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that it's recession proof. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. It doesn't matter if there's COVID going on, if there's a recession going on. There's always people buying insurance. They're either buying insurance because they don't have any money and they need insurance for their family, or they have extra money and they can put it into products to help them grow their cash value. But there's always a demand for life insurance. And there's always people getting to be 65 years old and knowing that they need life insurance.
Yeah.
So that's the first. I think second thing is that the speed to pay is really quick. Like we get paid overnight. And then now what we've built, when you started, we were seeing people face to face in the field. Mm-hmm. Now it's incredibly scalable because we can call people, if you're in Texas like we are right now, you can call people in New Jersey and Missouri
all
or
over.
in Hawaii. And it's incredibly scalable and you can work from your phone. You can work from, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can work and sell insurance. And then leads. We always have people that are coming in, so we're not cold calling people. We're calling people that have expressed interest already. Mm-hmm. So I think the combo of those three things is why it's the best overall industry, especially if you've been in any sort of sales vehicle before.
Yeah. What was your first take when you heard life insurance?
My first take when I heard life insurance is I was going to have to call all my friends and family,
Yeah.
bother everyone at the barbecue, right? And then I looked at all the different companies, and there was only a few that were focused on leads, and there was only a few
Yeah.
that were focused on leads and paid good comp, or only one, and it was where we work now. And I just saw, I was like, oh, if you have leads, then you can really have a scalable business, and you're not calling, you're not doing referrals. Like, you have an infinite amount of money you can make as long as you buy enough leads. You know, and that's what's allowed us to be presumptive and sell the way we sell, and not beg people for business, but help people that want to be helped.
Would you say this is even sales or more order taking?
It's more order taking for
Yeah.
sure, because you're calling people, like people are like, oh, am I cold calling? I'm like, no, you're calling someone who filled something out online. We used to do mail, but filled something out online. They said, hey, I want this type of insurance. We call them and we go, hey, we offer all these different types of insurance. Here's one that fits your specific need.
Yeah.
And then you sell them a policy. If they don't want it, you're like, well, I have 300 more people to call today, so I'll sell the next person.
100%. Talk about the access to the carriers we have and how
Yeah.
that gives us a competitive edge.
Yeah, we literally have that. We partner with Integrity Marketing Group, which has been amazing. We have access to literally every single carrier and every product out there that we could ever want. And we've fine-tuned it to where we work with the best carriers, and we have really great relationships with all the carriers, but we have a few select carriers we use mostly, but we have access to every product, every carrier you could ever want.
Yeah, which is huge because I came from a company, we only had one carrier, so that means people could undercut my deals, and I also couldn't offer them the best products. So when I came over here, I just saw I had so many more tools in my tool belt to help the clients.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it, Big T.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. All right, guys, we're going to go into the bullpen with all the new agents.
Said a deal a day keeps the doctor away.
John is actually brand new, and I want to have you guys hear from a new agent. John, what's been your experience like so far, and what was your expectation of this, and has it met your expectations?
I think it's a plug-and-play system. What I've really realized is as long as you're following the script and connecting with people, you're going to make money and you're helping people out.
Tell me not, it takes work.
Oh, yeah, it takes work, just like anything.
I think people don't understand how much work it takes, but walk them through your week so far, because you're having a record week. You're 3 weeks into this. How many hours did you work the last 2 days, and how much in numbers did you put up?
Yeah, so I've worked 10 hours both days, so about 20 hours. Got about 8,500 in commission, or in AP right now, which should be ending the week hopefully around 12 or 13. That's kind of the goal. And the goal was 10 at the beginning of the week. So,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. He's setting records, bro. A new standard, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. And guys, I'll just ask you the question. Are you willing to work 10 hours days to make $1,000 a day? Because that's what it's going to look like. All right, guys, I'm going to break down the leads. This is one of our guys, Joe. Say what up, bro.
What's up?
So here is what the leads are going to look like. Guys, you're going to get their first name, last name, full name, the day they filled it out, their birthday, their email, where they are in the United States, if they're married, if they're disabled veteran, and then over here it's actually going to show how much coverage they want. So they're telling you what they want, how much they want, and then the best time to call them. So guys, that is what separates us from so many different companies, is people are waving their hands being like, I need your help. All you have to do is follow this script, literally word for word. We have exactly what to say when they say an objections. We have power questions in there. We have it color-coded to the tonalities that you have to use when you need to be curious, playful, have that authority, take control back. Everything is in here. So we call it the $1 million script because it's made so many people millions and millions of dollars. All right, guys, so we got one of my good friends, Jackson. He's going to tell you what his experience from door-to-door was like, and then what free leads, because in your first 6 weeks, we're going to provide you with free leads. So you can get your foot on the ground, you can get some money in your pocket, you can learn while you earn. So Jackson, take it away, brother.
I was working in door-to-door, and I've been doing it for about 2 to 3 years, but if anybody has worked door-to-door, you're like, there has to be a better way to make money than just aimlessly knocking on random people's door that didn't request this service whatsoever. So then once I came over here and I was calling people that are actually interested in getting our product, one, it was a lot easier to just increase my revenue an insane amount. And then also, when I came over here, all of the leads were free for my first month and a half. So I had 6 weeks for free on the gold mine, which in that 6 weeks, I was able to write $18,500 and deposit close to $11,000 in my first month.
Then, guys, after that, you're going to start buying your own leads. So typically we're seeing on average people make between $8,000 to $12,000. You use that capital to start funding your own business. So it sounds scary at first, but you're going to hear from Jackson. How much have you spent in leads this week, and how much have you written?
So I actually just got a new lead vendor. I was spending less before, but I kind of just upped it. This week I spent $300, and it's currently Wednesday, and I've made $7,400.
Okay, so that's insane. $300 of spend to make 74. Now, typically Jackson he's skilled. He's been a master at his craft. Most people are spending $1,000, and they're typically turning that around to net. We're talking net numbers, 6,000. So you spend 1,000 to net 6. Now, even if you netted 4, that's 4K every week. That's $16,000 a month. It's a win-win.
$250 a year.
$250 a year, right? Life is good, but our top closers spend right around 1,000, and they actually net 10. So there's just a skill gap. But the nice thing is you get hands-on training where you get to be around Jackson, Preston, Colton, myself, John, all these people that are going to be able to, one, listen to you call, right? Because you guys are right next to each other, or you're going to be in a Zoom room, listen to you call and actually get that coaching. And then you get to hear them close live, because you've probably picked up a lot from hearing like Diesel close.
Every single day. It doesn't matter if it's a new rep, if it's someone that's been here for 4 years. Every single day you meet someone new and someone's in here that drops a fire line that I'm like, I'm stealing that.
Yeah.
Every day.
And so I know
Every day.
we all cheated in school. This is the same thing. We're just going to copy and paste what the successful people are doing. That is the free leads, baby. Let's go on to the next thing.
Free lead.
Free lead. I was actually just on ChatGPT looking a fun fact up, and I asked it, what industry makes the most self-made millionaires? And guess what it says is financial services. I've seen so many people make so much money that we're just really ordinary people. And what's really cool about this is you're a part of a tribe that genuinely wants to help you. Outside of making money, like, you're around good people that are going to the gym together. They're trying to better their lives. They're trying to make a lot of money for themselves, and they're also willing to help you out. All right, guys, so we're gonna go through how do you actually get trained. So I got one of my good buddies named Big G, baby. How you feeling, bro?
Pretty good, man. How you feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling amazing.
Feeling amazing, baby.
Before we go through the training, just share a little bit about like your story here and what that's looked like for you.
Yeah, I've been around in this business around 2 years now. And over the course of the last 6 months, we've implemented a lot more trainings into the business. One, we have the sales masteries. Those are going to be hour-long trainings Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by 40 to 50K producers. And then we also have another training on Thursday night called Closers Academy. That's going to be with another 40 to 50K a producer. So you're going to have 4 weekly trainings to always be refining your skills, learning from new perspectives, and always getting better. And then not only that, the most important part is when you're on Zoom or in the office every single day, you're going to be getting coached up by 40 to 50K producers. And if you mess up in the script, you have a guy right there next to you helping you out that's actively selling at a high level in order to get 5% better every single call. So the training in this business, if you fail, it's all on you.
100%. And what did it look like the first time you closed your first deal?
The first time I closed, dude, it's a funny story. I think we were on like a park bench at the Airbnb with this guy right here. And it's kind of the same thing. I didn't know how to sell at all. He was walking me through the entire process step by step. And I closed a deal and made like $500. And that was my first day. With no sales experience.
And so what you guys will see is like Garrett, he does $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month in sales. So he is actively sitting with you live on Zoom or live in the office where you'll be sitting right here next to him. Again, listening to how he closes, and vice versa, he'll be listening to you. So that's our training, that's our schedule. That's gonna be the hands-on. If you're in an office, we'll do trainings in the morning. If you're on Zoom, we have trainings live, which allows you to work virtually anywhere. Next up, I'm gonna break down pay. How this works is our average client pays $100 a month. So you do 100, you times that by 12, which is 1,200. Your commission early on is gonna be 85%. So 1,200 times 0.85, that's $1,020. You times this by 0.75, so that's what you receive, $765. That's what you're going to receive when the client makes their first payment. Again, when they make their first payment, you get that 75% up front, that $765. The remaining money, because in total your commission is $1,020. The remaining money is called back-end money. That gets paid out to you on months 10, 11, and 12. So once you're in the business for 9 months, you start seeing all this back-end. I'll share a story. I was sick one week and I didn't work for like 5 days because I was just bedridden essentially. And I had like 4 or 5 grand come in. And I was looking, and I was like, wait, this is all back-end money. So you can make a ton of money on that back end as well. And what's cool is after that first year, you start coming into that residual effect. So residuals are anywhere from 3 to 8% on the whole life policies that you have. So if you sold a policy for $1,000, your residuals, call it 5%. You make $50 every year that policy holder is paying their policy. Now for me, I've been doing this for 5 years. I've sold over $1 million of insurance on my own pen. And with hard work, my residual has been over 6 figures every single year. And what's cool is if I wanted to walk away from this or do something different or retire or whatever, which I'm not going to do, that residual follows me. So you actually get to keep your book of business, which is amazing. One of the biggest separators from us and a lot of other companies. I just want to wrap up by saying this is not a get rich quick. This isn't going to be like crypto or drop shipping or Amazon FBA. Those things are flashy, they're fast, but that's why everybody tries them and no one makes money. We have a proven track record of 500 people making money here. This is a get rich eventually. I was able to make a lot of money and change my life within 60 days. Some people it's 2 weeks, others it's 6 months. But the thing is, we've made a vow, as long as you put your best foot forward, we'll bleed out of the business before you ever fail. Well guys, I appreciate you watching the video. I hope it answered a majority of your questions. Now when you hop on the interview with myself or any one of our managers or agents, please come ready with some questions. Any type of question is a good question to ask. We always have a saying that closed mouths don't get fed. So with that being said, we will be seeing you guys hitting the gong, making some sales, and we'll catch you in the interview.